My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be explaining the B.Ed second semester subject content cum pedagogy of biological science education at secondary stage, as prescribed by Osmania University and other universities of Telangana. We will go through the important questions and answers one by one. Let's begin with a quick revision. Unit 3 first important short question is: list any two topics from class 11 biology included for pedagogical analysis. Two topics from class 11 biology for pedagogical analysis. 1. The cell, structure and functions. This topic explains the basic unit of life, its parts like the nucleus, mitochondria and cell membrane, and how they work. Pedagogical analysis helps teachers plan teaching methods like microscope observation, 3D models, and animations to make learning easy. Example: showing onion peel cells under a microscope makes the topic interesting and helps students connect theory with real-life observation. 2. Plant physiology, photosynthesis. This topic teaches how plants prepare food using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. Teachers can use experiments, like the starch test in leaves, videos, and diagrams to make concepts clear. Example: students can grow a small plant at home and observe how sunlight affects its growth, linking the topic to their surroundings. Tip to remember: pedagogical analysis is equal to breaking topics into content, activities, and teaching methods to make learning fun and practical. Next important short question is: 2. Define pedagogical content knowledge, PCK. Pedagogical content knowledge, PCK. Pedagogical content knowledge, PCK, means a teacher's special understanding of how to teach a topic effectively. It combines two things. 1. Content knowledge, deep knowledge of the subject, like biology concepts. 2. Pedagogical knowledge, skills and methods of teaching, like using experiments, diagrams, or discussions. A teacher with PCK knows what students find difficult, which examples will make concepts easier, and which teaching methods work best. Example: while teaching photosynthesis, a teacher with PCK won't just explain the process. They might show a leaf starch test experiment, use a simple diagram to explain sunlight's role, connect it to students' daily life, like how plants clean the air. In short, PCK helps teachers turn tough concepts into simple and interesting lessons, making students understand and enjoy learning. Next important short question is: 3. What is the need for enrichment of content knowledge in biology? Need for enrichment of content knowledge in biology. Enrichment of content knowledge in biology means updating and deepening teachers' understanding of the subject beyond textbooks. It is important because 1. Keeps knowledge updated. Science changes fast. New discoveries like CRISPR gene editing or COVID-19 vaccines show that teachers must stay current. 2. Helps clear doubts. Strong content knowledge allows teachers to answer tricky questions confidently. 3. Makes teaching interesting. Teachers can connect concepts to real-life examples, making biology fun and practical. 4. Encourages creativity. With deep knowledge, teachers can design better experiments, activities, and projects for students. Example: while teaching human circulatory system, a teacher with enriched knowledge can explain how blood donation works, linking classroom lessons with health awareness. In short, enrichment of biology content knowledge helps teachers teach better, inspire curiosity, and prepare students for real-world challenges. Next important short question is: 4. Mention any two evaluation strategies used in textbook analysis. To evaluation strategies in textbook analysis. 1. Content analysis. This means carefully checking if the textbook content is accurate, updated, and suitable for students' level. Teachers see if examples, diagrams, and facts are correct and if the language is simple. Example, while analyzing a chapter on photosynthesis, the teacher checks if the process is explained step by step with correct diagrams of chloroplasts. 2. Pedagogical analysis. This focuses on how well the book teaches the topic. It looks at activities, exercises, and teaching methods suggested in the book. The goal is to see if the textbook helps students understand concepts easily and apply them in real life. Example. In a chapter about human health, the teacher checks if there are activities like health surveys or projects that connect lessons to students' daily lives. In short, these strategies ensure textbooks are accurate, student-friendly, and engaging for effective learning. Next important short question is 5. Give 2 examples of activities experiments in human physiology. 2 examples of activities experiments in human physiology. 1. Measuring pulse rate before and after exercise. This activity helps students understand how the heart responds to physical activity. Students can measure their pulse rate at rest, then after doing simple exercises like jumping jacks for 1 minute. Example, a student counts 70 beats per minute at rest and 100 beats per minute after exercise. This shows how the body adjusts blood flow during activity. 2. Testing the presence of starch-digesting enzyme, salivary amylase. This experiment explains the role of saliva in digestion. Students mix starch solution with their saliva and test it at intervals using iodine solution. Over time, iodine shows no blue-black color, proving starch is broken down. Example, students see digestion begins in the mouth, making learning more practical and fun. In short, these simple experiments make students observe how their own bodies work, making biology more interesting and real-life connected. Next, Unit 8. Long questions. First important long question is 1. Analyze the textbook content of cell structure and functions from PCK perspective. Analysis of cell structure and functions from PCK perspective. Pedagogical content knowledge, PCK, means a teacher should know what to teach, content, and how to teach, pedagogy, so that students understand easily. The topic Cell Structure and Functions is in Class 11 Biology and introduces the cell as the basic unit of life, covering parts like cell membrane, nucleus, mitochondria, chloroplasts, and their functions. From a PCK perspective. Content knowledge. The teacher must have a clear understanding of cell theory, structure of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, and organelle functions. For example, mitochondria are explained as the powerhouse of the cell because they produce energy, ATP. Pedagogical knowledge. The topic can be taught effectively using microscope demonstrations, labeled diagrams, and 3D models. Students can observe onion peel or cheek cells under a microscope to relate theory to practice. Students' prior knowledge. Most students already know basic cell concepts from lower classes. The teacher should connect this prior knowledge with advanced details, like explaining how chloroplasts help plants make food through photosynthesis. Teaching strategies. Activities like drawing cell diagrams or comparing animal and plant cells can make learning easier. Teachers can also use animations to show how ribosomes make proteins or how the nucleus controls the cell. Assessment. Simple questions like labeling diagrams, identifying organelles, or explaining a function test understanding effectively. Real-life connection. Relating mitochondria to battery charging or the nucleus to a control center makes concepts easier to remember. Conclusion. Analyzing cell structure and functions with PCK ensures students don't just memorize facts but understand how cells work in real life. Using models, experiments, and digital animations, teachers can make this topic interesting, helping students connect microscopic cell structures to their own bodies and daily life. Next important long question is: to explain the process of pedagogical analysis with suitable examples. Process of pedagogical analysis with examples. Pedagogical analysis means breaking down textbook content into simple, teachable parts so that students can easily understand and enjoy learning. It helps teachers plan what to teach, how to teach, and how to check if students understood. Let's understand the process step by step. 1. Identify the content. The teacher chooses the topic or chapter from the syllabus. Example: Cell structure and functions from Class 11 Biology. 2. Set learning objectives. Decide what students should learn after the lesson: knowledge, skills, attitudes. Example: students should know cell organelles, compare plant and animal cells, and understand their functions. 3. Find students' previous knowledge. Teachers check what students already know about the topic. Example: students already know that all living things are made of cells from earlier classes. 4. Break down the content. Divide the topic into small, simple subtopics for easy teaching. Example: cell theory, structure of plant and animal cells, functions of organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast, nucleus. 5. Plan teaching methods and resources. Choose how to teach: lectures, diagrams, videos, experiments, models. Example: use a microscope to show onion peel cells, and animations to explain organelle functions. 6. Plan learning activities. Engage students through activities like drawing diagrams, labeling cells, or group discussions. 7. Prepare evaluation questions. Design questions to test understanding. Example: draw and label a plant cell, or why is mitochondria called the powerhouse of the cell. 8. Connect real life. Relate concepts to daily life for better understanding. Example: nucleus is like a school principal, controlling everything. Conclusion. Pedagogical analysis is like creating a teaching roadmap. By breaking a topic into clear objectives, activities, and assessments, teachers make biology fun, practical, and easy to remember. Next important long question is: 3. How can learning outcomes be derived from textbook content in biology? How learning outcomes can be derived from textbook content in biology. Learning outcomes are clear statements that explain what students should know, understand, and be able to do after studying a topic. They help teachers plan lessons, choose activities, and check if students have achieved the goals of the lesson. Let's see how to derive learning outcomes step by step. 1. Identify the topic. First, choose a topic from the textbook. Example: photosynthesis from Class 11 Biology. 2. Read and understand the content. Teachers carefully read the topic to understand the key ideas, concepts, and skills needed. Example: photosynthesis involves chloroplasts, sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make food. 3. Set learning objectives. Decide the purpose of teaching the topic: knowledge, skills, or values students should gain. Example: students should learn how plants prepare food and why they are called producers. 4. Break content into key concepts. Divide the lesson into small, simple parts to make outcomes clearer. Example: role of sunlight and chlorophyll. Light and dark reactions. Importance of photosynthesis. 5. Frame learning outcomes. Write outcomes as students will be able to statements. Identify the structure of chloroplast. Explain the steps of photosynthesis. Draw and label the photosynthesis cycle. Relate photosynthesis to food production and oxygen supply. 6. Plan assessment methods. Prepare simple activities and questions to test if students achieved outcomes. Example: label chloroplast diagram, perform an experiment with a leaf, or answer why is photosynthesis important for life on Earth. 7. Connect real life. Show how the concept relates to daily life to make learning meaningful. Example: farmers grow crops because plants produce food through photosynthesis. Conclusion: by carefully reading the textbook, breaking down topics, and writing measurable statements, teachers turn textbook content into clear learning outcomes. This makes lessons organized, student-friendly, and easy to remember. Next important long question is: 4. Critically discuss the importance of textbook analysis for effective classroom teaching. Importance of textbook analysis for effective classroom teaching. Textbook analysis means carefully studying and evaluating the content, design, and teaching approach of textbooks to make lessons more meaningful and effective for students. A textbook is an important teaching tool, but teachers should not blindly follow it. They must analyze it to ensure it meets the needs of students. 1. Ensures accuracy and relevance. Textbook analysis helps teachers check if the information is scientifically correct, updated, and relevant to students' daily lives. Example: in a biology chapter on cell structure, the teacher ensures diagrams are accurate and names of organelles are updated according to the latest syllabus. 2. Helps in planning lessons. By analyzing the textbook, teachers can identify key concepts, important diagrams, and activities, and prepare lesson plans accordingly. Example: a chapter on respiration can be divided into subtopics like aerobic and anaerobic respiration, making it easier to teach step by step. 3. Supports pedagogical content knowledge, PCK. Analysis helps teachers choose suitable teaching strategies like experiments, group activities, or models. This makes learning interactive and student-centered. 4. Identifies gaps and challenges. Sometimes textbooks may lack examples, illustrations, or practical activities. By analyzing them, teachers can add real-life examples to make lessons interesting. Example: in a lesson about photosynthesis, the teacher may bring a leaf for a simple starch test experiment. 5. Enhances assessment and learning outcomes. Textbook analysis helps design questions, worksheets, and projects that test whether students understand the topic, not just memorize it. 6. Encourages creativity. When teachers go beyond the textbook, they can connect topics to local examples and encourage critical thinking in students. Example: relating pollution topics to nearby lakes or rivers makes the subject more relatable. Conclusion: textbook analysis is essential for effective classroom teaching because it ensures accuracy, better lesson planning, creative teaching methods, and meaningful learning. Teachers act as facilitators, making the textbook a guidebook, not a rule book, and helping students understand concepts deeply instead of rote learning. Next important long question is: 5. Discuss the challenges and remedies in contextualizing biology content beyond textbooks. Challenges and remedies in contextualizing biology content beyond textbooks. Teaching biology beyond textbooks means relating concepts to real-life examples, experiments, and students' surroundings. While this makes learning exciting, teachers often face some challenges. Let's see them and their solutions. 1. Limited resources and infrastructure. Many schools lack proper laboratories, equipment, or teaching aids, making practical learning difficult. Example, explaining photosynthesis without a real experiment becomes less engaging. Remedy, use low-cost teaching aids like household plants, charts, videos, and virtual labs to demonstrate concepts. 2. Time constraints and syllabus pressure. Teachers are often under pressure to finish the syllabus, leaving little time for creative activities. Example, teachers may skip field visits to complete chapters quickly. Remedy, integrate short activities in class, like leaf observation, and plan lessons to include practical learning without delaying syllabus coverage. 3. Lack of teacher training. Some teachers may not be trained to use innovative methods, field trips, or digital tools. Remedy, provide workshops and training for teachers on using ICT tools, experiments, and storytelling to make biology fun. 4. Students' limited exposure. Students from rural areas may not have access to the internet, science museums, or botanical gardens for practical exposure. Remedy, organize school-based exhibitions, nature walks, or science fairs so students can experience science locally. 5. Overdependence on textbooks. Many students and teachers rely heavily on textbooks, leading to rote learning instead of understanding. Remedy, teachers can use real-life examples like water pollution in a nearby river or composting at home to explain ecology or microorganisms. Conclusion. Contextualizing biology makes learning interesting, practical, and meaningful, but challenges like lack of resources, time, and training must be addressed. With creativity, low-cost materials, technology, and local resources, teachers can bring biology concepts alive beyond textbooks, helping students connect science to their daily lives.